You're listening to the beautiful voice of Leslie Odom Jr. That'll get you right into the Christmas spirit.
Yes, the deluxe version of the Hamilton Stars album, Simply Christmas, is available today for purchase or for download.
He has so many exciting things happening in his life right now, and we're so pleased to have him join us. Welcome to Better. So great to have you.
Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Kara. I'm happy to be here.
We're so happy you're here. I mean, just before we move on to the album, can you help us get some Hamilton tickets? I know you're not there anymore, but I mean...
Listen, let me tell you something. The best thing about not being in Hamilton anymore, I miss a lot of things. I do not miss being a ticket broker. I have to tell you, I don't miss that. The fact that I can tell people confidently, I cannot get you tickets, feels fantastic.
When were you? Where were you? Do you remember who told you, hey, Les, you got a really good voice? And at what age were you when you started singing, then people started taking notice?
I was a young teenager, 13, 14, but I've never been good enough for myself. I've never been a fan of my own voice. I've always been there was always somebody better. There were always people that I'm like, but how do you do that thing? So at some point, probably after college, I let that go and was just like, well, this is what I have to offer, and I'm going to, just do my best. But yeah, young teenager.
I mean, what a year you had, and I was reading a little bit about just what that would be like to be involved in something like Hamilton, where the whole world was watching, the acclaim, it was culturally, it was amazing, and then that conscious decision to go on and say, you know what, I'm going to do something else.
Yeah, that's it's a feeling. It's a feeling that you have. I knew that it couldn't last forever. I tell you, my knees and my back were very excited when I decided to leave. But it's a tricky decision. Yeah, I left the same night that Lynn left and Philippa left, and yeah, it's bittersweet, but you got to let it go at some point. And the part of theater that's really wonderful is that it's a part of a tradition. You get to hand it over to other great performers. Other great actors now get to get their hands on one of the greatest roles ever written for the theater.
Let's talk Christmas, shall we? Did you get to pick this? Did you get to pick and handpick the songs that you wanted to sing on this album, or did you have a little help?
I did. I got to pick most of them, but you tell people that you're recording a Christmas album, believe me, you're going to get many suggestions. If either of you want to record one, you let people know. You're going to get tweets and texts from your mom. So, I got lots of suggestions, which was helpful. But yeah, Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas has always been my favorite Christmas song. So that was the one I knew I wanted to try, from the outset, and that we opened the album with that.
Can we put you on the spot? Would you just sing a couple of bars, a little bit of it?
Sure. Oh God, it's so early.
I know it's early.
Don't judge me by this. Listen to the album anyway. No matter what's gonna come out of my throat right now. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight.
No, that's pretty amazing. Thank you so much for doing that for us. We so appreciate that. I
heard when you were just 5 years old, you could kind of see or hear the notes in your head, and you would try to match it with a tape recorder.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, singing is an oral tradition. It's passed down, from listening and trying to repeat. And so, yeah, it was listening to Nat King Cole and Frank Sinatra and Michael Jackson. And, yeah, it was, listening to those people, Donny Hathaway, and trying to, how can I sound more like Marvin? And then through imitation comes innovation. You find yourself kind of along the way.
Do you have a Christmas tradition or a Christmas memory that you could share with our audience?
One of my favorite Christmas memories was really realizing in the middle of Hamilton, we kind of were looking at the schedule and we were like, we don't have any days off. Like, when do we get our holiday? And I realized that there's a great deal of vanity and there's a lot of perks in my business, but one of our time to shine, one of our holiest hours as performers is when we get to offer entertainment to families and stuff. On Broadway, we're part of the reason why people come to New York, is to see a show and enjoy, you know, that time with their family. We create a memory with these people. This Thanksgiving, I'll be on the Sesame Street float in the Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Oh, we can't wait to wave to you.
We're out of time, Leslie.
I can't wait.
We want to talk to you all day, but unfortunately we're out of time. We love you.
Well, thank you for having me.
We love you very much.
Love you too.
And again, you can have Leslie right in your home as part of your Christmas tradition. The album is Simply Christmas, and it's simply wonderful. You can get it today.
Coming up.